In our last video, we used a physical balance scale to prove that algebra is really just a game of keeping things even. But let's be real, you can't haul a wooden scale into your next math test. So, how do we graduate to the actual math symbols? To do that, we have to look back 1200 years to a Persian mathematician named Al-Khwarizmi. He is the godfather of algebra. In fact, the word algebra comes from his book Algebra, which literally means restoring and balancing. Al-Khwarizmi realized that we don't need to draw physical scales because the rules of balance are built right into the math symbols themselves. Today, we are going to bridge the gap. By solving a problem on a physical scale and writing down the symbols at the exact same time, you are going to see that you already know how to solve algebra. You're just doing it Al-Khwarizmi style. You are given the problem 3x plus 5 equals x plus 13. Let's reimagine our equation as a balance scale. The left pan of the scale is everything on the left side of the equation. The right pan is everything on the right side of the equation. And in the center, we have our balancing mechanism, which is just the equal sign. Let's replace the x's with mystery boxes and the numbers by themselves with coins. Let's look at them side by side. On the right is the equation. It's saying the exact same thing as the scale. See these three mystery boxes? That is what the 3x means. And that single mystery box on the right side, that's just x. The 5 coins are our plus 5, and the 13 coins are our plus 13. And what is the ultimate goal? For the scale to figure out exactly how many coins are hidden inside just one of these mystery boxes. For the equation to figure out the value of x in number form. Remember the golden rule. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other to keep things level. So if we take something off, add something, divide, or even multiply on both sides of the scale, we write that exact mathematical action underneath both sides of the equation. So let's make our first move. What is a move we can make that will keep everything in balance? What is something we can take away from both sides evenly? Well, each side has at least one mystery box. So let's take one mystery box away from both sides. Since we did the same to both sides, the scale stays balanced. To do that on the equation, we will subtract x from both sides, and that will keep the equation balanced. On the scale, we are left with two mystery boxes and 5 coins balancing 13 coins. On the equation, 3x minus 1x leaves us with 2x. The plus 5 drops down, the x's on the right cancel out, and we are left with 13. Now we want to isolate those boxes. If we swipe 5 coins off the left side of the scale, we must do the exact same thing to the right. Mathematically, we write this down as subtracting 5 from both sides of the equation. So, two mystery boxes weigh exactly the same as 8 loose coins. On the equation, the 5 minus 5 disappears, and 13 minus 5 leaves us with 8. Our math symbols are telling us the exact same story. 2x equals 8. To find what's in just one box, we divide our physical pile into two equal rows. In algebra, we divide both sides by 2. 2 divided by 2 leaves x completely by itself, and 8 divided by 2 is 4. X equals 4. Our mystery box holds exactly 4 coins. Now that we've proven the scale and the math are doing the exact same thing, we can officially ditch the drawings and go pure algebra. But as equations get bigger, they can get messy fast. Let's look at this new problem. 5x plus 4 equals 2x plus 16. It looks intimidating, but we have a brilliant organizing trick to clean it up instantly. Step 1, draw a straight line right through the equal sign. Think of this as your border wall. Our golden rule of balance still applies perfectly here. Whatever operation you do to the left side of the wall, you must do to the right. Next, we establish our zones. To isolate our unknown values, our goal is to get all the variables, our letters, to live on the left, and all the plain old numbers to live on the right. Let's fix the variables first. We have 5x on the left and 2x on the right. To keep things easy, always target the smaller variable. 2 is smaller than 5, so this 2x has got to go. Since it's a positive 2x, we eliminate it by doing the opposite. We subtract 2x, and remember the rule of the wall? Subtract it from both sides. 5x minus 2x leaves us with 3x. The plus 4 drops straight down. On the right, the 2x's cancel out completely, leaving just 16. Look at that. All our variables are safely on the left. Now for the numbers. The 16 is already in the number zone on the right, but this plus 4, it's trespassing in the variable zone. It needs to move. To eliminate a plus 4, we do the opposite again. Subtract 4 from both sides of our wall. 4 minus 4 is 0, so it disappears. 16 minus 4 leaves us with 12. Now we have a beautiful, clean equation. 3x equals 12. Final step, 3 times x equals 12. The opposite of multiplication is division, so we divide both sides by 3. 3 divided by 3 leaves x completely by itself, and 12 divided by 3 is 4. X equals 4. See how easy it is when you use the wall? But what happens when the numbers aren't nice and positive? What if there are minus signs everywhere waiting to trip you up? Click on the next video where we conquer the negative traps that trick most students, and don't forget to like and subscribe.